Oh, it's crazy how much can change in 2 years, huh? A few years ago, the Golden State Warriors shocked everyone, jumping on the scene, winning a championship. The following year, looking like they were going to do the same thing and setting a new NBA wins mark with 73 wins. And they were likable. I mean, who wasn't rooting unless they went directly up against your team a couple years ago as they went towards their march for the Larry O'Brien Trophy? Who wasn't rooting for Steph and Clay and Steve Kerr and this whole Dubs team? It was a refreshing change to go away from the Lakers and the Celtics to have some new blood, a team that typically lost all the time, and see them in the winner's circle was fun. The Splash Brothers, it totally caught on, and a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon. Now here we are 2 years later, and there has been a complete heel turn, and they are the enemies of the NBA and the villains for sure, and the best thing they can do is embrace that. A lot of it had to do with Kevin Durant jumping ship and going from a team that gave up a 3-1 deficit to join a different team that gave up a 3-1 deficit. Here's the latest from tonight's game as everyone is checking out the Warriors taking on the Thunder from OKC. Whether it's the way they handled themselves as they gave up the 3-1 lead with Steph and Ayesha tweeting what she tweeted, and whether it's this guy kicking people in the nuts and rubbing people the wrong way. This was the first family of basketball 2 years ago with Riley as adorable as can be and Ayesha and her cooking show and everything. Then there was sort of a smugness. There was this expected nature of how they felt like the rest of the NBA fans were going to treat the first family of the NBA. And Ayesha certainly didn't help herself by turning to social media. How about just recently with Andre Iguodala's comments? I've talked to a lot of people around, and guys like Antoine Walker, who played in the league and knows the code of the locker room. He did not like Andre Iguodala's masser comments and using the N-word in front of the media the other day. I mean, they went and got themselves Matt Barnes. Of course they're the villains of the NBA. And JaVale McGee, are you kidding? Is there a more popular player in NBA history than Shaquille O'Neal? You go and get the guy who's beefing with Shaq, as well as Matt Barnes and Zaza Pachulia. Are you kidding me? Of course they're hated. This whole thing has really been pretty funny because typically your average fan hates the team that wins. They're jealous. It comes with the territory. And something about winning 73 games last year, that still didn't do it. It was something about how the playoffs unfolded, specifically the finals unfolded. Then with the way they lost, and they were sort of spoiled little children about the way they lost, and then Kevin Durant jumping ship. That was it. That did it. And I actually think the teams that embrace the fact that they are the villains of the NBA or any sport do better. It unifies the team. This started with the last time Golden State went to OKC and the whole cupcake stuff and them trading warm-up jerseys for cupcake shirts and owning it, embracing it. But this is the only way to go as far as I'm concerned for the Warriors. They have to embrace the fact that nobody likes them. They've taken the heel turn. And Steph Curry, although a couple years ago when he started this MVP journey, winning a couple in a row, he was wildly popular, selling shoes. Every kid wanted to be Steph Curry. But that certainly changed. And there's more people rooting for Russell Westbrook and the Thunder tonight, I think, than are rooting for the Golden State Warriors. It's interesting how it works, but the sooner they can embrace that role, band together, lock arms, and say, screw you, it's us against the world, sort of the way LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh did with the Miami Heat. LeBron wanted to be liked so bad until he realized, screw it, I'm not going to win if I try to be liked and try to be part of this Heat team. I think the same goes to is to say for the Golden State Warriors. So the best idea ever tonight, just accept your role. You're the villains. You're the Darth Vaders of the NBA. We'll see if it gets them back to the finals and back into the winner's circle.